Eccoci qui ragazzi, riprendiamo subito
The owl flew away with the key, Kirk.
con il nuovo episodio di Syberia 3.
Now we only need...
Oh mio Dio.
Kirk. What's wrong?
Dr. Olga's treatment.
Ah!
Kirk, can you hear me? Wake up!
Come. No need to be alarmed, Miss Walker.
Eccola lì. Mazza che brutta. Allora.
You're Dr. Olga, I suppose.
We weren't expecting you to awaken for another few days, Miss Walker. This is surprising, truly. If I had known, I would have come by earlier in the day to assist you in your return to the world of the waking.
Unlike poor Kirk here, I have no need of help. I am very well, thank you.
Fainting is a secondary effect inherent in the treatment, Miss Walker. Nothing more. In medicine, despite any discomfort, protocol must be respected.
Oh, you mean that horrible mechanical bed where that poor boy is waiting for a prosthesis that never comes? That's protocol? And I suppose the same is true for the absurd interrogation I had to go through.
You seem to have developed a singular paranoia since you came out of the coma. When we get the chance, I'll look into it. But for now, I'm going to ask you to please leave. I have to administer the next stage of the treatment to your young friend.
Fine, I'm leaving. I hope all this is going to help him.
Well then, I can't imagine why you might think the opposite, Miss
Perché?
Walker.
Non fa perché. Mamma mia che pistaccio.
How is he?
Your young friend is reacting to the treatment very well. Everything is fine. He's resting.
Meno male.
Well, goodbye, Doctor.
I'll come by and see you very soon, Miss Walker. Don't worry.
Madonna quanto è brutta sta. Ok. Proviamo da vedere. Vabbè, il solito filmato. Cos'altro dovrei fare adesso? Dovrei cercare di... aspetto. Vediamo se qua c'è qualcosa che questi qui.
I'm happy. Dr. Mongoling asked me to look after the maintenance of the garden aviary.
Ho visto. Infatti ti ho preso le chiavette e via. Mantenimento della voliera. Allora direi di riandare, tanto che ora non posso aspettare niente, di andare dal... vedere come sta il nostro amico poveraccio.
What on earth could that quack have injected him with?
Ah, è già arrivato? Grazie, buffetto. Grande. Direi che possiamo andare. Grazie, buffo.
Kate Walker.
Kirk! How do you feel?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
This situation can't go on, Kirk. So what can I do to help you get out?
The best thing, Kate Walker, is for you to go alone. And if you really want to help me, once you are outside, go to Valsambor and try to recover my prosthesis from the craftsman. If you bring it back to me, Dr. Zamiatin will put it on, and I will be able to go back to my tribe.
Can we trust Dr. Zamiatin? I'm not so sure when I see what this clinic is like.
The man has always been a friend to the Ukols. And I'm sure he'll be able to help you leave the hospital. And find the craftsman in Valsambor.
Okay. I promise to come back as soon as I can with your prosthesis, Kirk. Until then, hang in there.
Thank you, Kate Walker. And may the spirits be with you.
Povero ragazzo. Bene, usciamo di qua. Vediamo, prima che viene quella matta di Olga, vediamo di andarci. Ma direi che l'uscita ora non mi ricorderei. Esattamente, ti prego, prova. Devi funzionare per forza. Vai. Perfetto. Purtroppo i caricamenti
No
sono
way I'm going back upstairs.
molto lunghi, però evidentemente ti carica tutta l'ambientazione. Vediamo cosa abbiamo a disposizione subito. Ma cos'è quella roba lì? Enrico Syberia. Non riesco a leggere, no. Andiamo lì a destra. Anzi, no, dritto, ho visto che c'è una cosa strana. Vestiti di bianco. Non parlo con nessuno, riusciamo e basta. Se non si esce sarà così da parlare. Tira di qua? No. Abbiamo una sala d'aspetto. No. Di qua. Ecco il dottore.
Ah, hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
I don't want to say anything bad about someone you seem to appreciate, Dr. Zamiatin, but quite frankly, Dr. Efimova worries me.
Ah, and why is that?
She and her associate, Dr. Mangling, put me through a real interrogation. They're also keeping Kirk, the young Ukol, prisoner, attached to his bed. Not to mention the psychological grip she seems to have on everybody here.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
But...
The subject is closed, Miss Walker.
Vorrei solo andarmene comunque.
Please tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
It's a souvenir.
Of a good memory or a bad one?
Both at once, really.
Of course, just like with all memories, right? At any rate, what's currently important for you is to avoid being too haunted.
Dr. Zamiatin, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambor and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Yukol's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious.
Vicino al porto.
You'll find him in his
immagino che
workshop,
cosa si finita
near the
da-
Valsenborg port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He
Speriamo.
makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving up the
Bastarda.
passes. This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Yukol's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
How many ostrich migrations have you seen?
This is the third one. I'm lucky to have seen so many of them. It's a rare spectacle. Believe me, the great herd of ostriches accompanied by the Yukols, doomed to blindly follow their animals wherever they happen to roam. And they don't care about countries, wars, and borders.
You seem to like the Yukols, Dr. Zamiatine.
They are a fascinating people, you know, and such astonishing medicine infused with shamanism. Without which, no doubt, you would have never arrived in this clinic alive, Miss Walker.
Why did the Yukols ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Yukol shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine. Like, that poor boy who lost his leg.
I get the impression that the Yukols aren't much liked around here.
Indeed. It would seem that most of the inhabitants of Valsenborg are now quite hostile towards them. This wasn't the case a while back, you know. When I was young, the migration of the snow ostriches was an event widely welcomed with open arms in Valsenborg.
Why the change in attitude?
Our region was actually somewhat devastated 20 years ago. Dramatic events changed the way people viewed the world. The people turned inward on themselves. They are less welcoming. And the fact that the Yukols have been stuck here, next to Lake Valsenborg for several weeks, hasn't helped.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you
Io
say.
avrei paura di andarle a chiedere.
You'll find her in her office, most probably.
Direi che voglio scappare da sta clinica.
Medical studies, alternative medicine manuals, great literature. Super collection.
Super collection. Beh. Nel suo ufficio quindi sarà qua.
The American is awake. You must hurry, Colonel.
How is she doing?
Fine, apparently. She is docile for the moment. This may not last too much longer, I'm afraid.
And what about the tribe of nomads?
Just like the past few years, Lake Valsenborg hasn't frozen over, so the herd can't cross the ice. They're stuck here. And also, their young guide is still in our control. If everything goes as planned, soon the Yukols will have no choice but to go back home. Especially as I have a plan to speed things up.
Fine.
There's also the American detective, Colonel. He should be arriving soon.
Let him meet with Miss Walker if that's what he wants to do. No point alarming him just yet. But when all is said and done, we're the ones who are handling the young woman's case. No American is going to come here and tell us what to do.
Che storia. per attivare questo uscita.
What? Where did she go?
Lì sotto scritto. Madonna, si vede male.
Hello, Miss Efimova. I'm here to see you two. Kate Walker. It really is you. What a coincidence. I've been looking for you for weeks.
Mr. Canton, I presume?
Ah, I see that my reputation precedes me. Miss Efimova must have told you I was coming.
No, I just now learned of your existence, Mr. Canton. A while ago, my employer in New York informed me that he was going to stick a detective on my back.
I don't like to boast, but I'm the best detective on the East Coast. Never a problem with me. I've been asked to bring you back home safe and sound, Miss Walker. I should be in Balsambor in a few hours.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Canton. I'm sure that finding me hasn't been easy.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
I'm afraid this might upset you, but I'm not planning on going back to the United States for the moment, Mr. Canton.
To be honest, you don't really have a choice. The U.S. Justice Department is looking for you, and I even have an international arrest warrant for you, Miss Walker. Who'd have thought?
The feds are looking for me? But what's the charge? I've done nothing wrong.
Embezzlement! Apparently you took off with a contract for the sale of the Clockwork Toy Factory in Vorarlberg. And you took advantage of the seller's senility. You're even suspected of being responsible for the death of one of them, a Mr. Hans Vorarlberg, the last heir authorized to sign contracts with the company you represented. That's not negligible. You know, Miss Walker.
This is completely ridiculous. And as far as I know, you aren't authorized to represent the Justice Department in this country. You're just a detective. So you'll have to put up with it, Mr. Canton. I'm not going back to New York with you. So leave me alone.
Wait, Miss Walker. Please be reasonable.
Goodbye, Mr. Canton.
Goodbye. Non è che mi è arrivato quella
All
cosa
sorts
qui.
of sedatives and tranquilizers.
Starda. Lente di... Bello. Beh, direi che se tiene solo la combinazione non posso fare niente. Vediamo la spada cosa dice. Ok. L'ultimo. Fatto. Ecco la combinazione. Blu blu rosso rosso verde. Grazie. Blu blu. Aspetta, com'era la combinazione? Mi ricordo se blu blu era in alto. Blu blu in alto a destra, perfetto. Il verde subito con la sinistra così almeno ci troviamo subito. Verde. Blu blu. 1. Non si può uscire di qua. come se dice qualcosa, non mi sembra di niente. Sensore? Dove sei andato? Prego dimmi che sia verso l'uscita. Bene ragazzi, chiudo qui il video, siamo finiti nelle catacombe, speriamo ci sia un'uscita qui vicino. Grazie ancora per la visione, mettete un like e un commento se il video vi piace e sostenete questa serie che deve essere molto carina, molto bella. Grazie a tutti e arrivederci, alla prossima, ciao ciao!